Today I'm going to show you how to run tests on Ionic Cordova, which is the cross-platform application using Karma, Jasmine, Protractor, and Jmeter in order to test unit tests, integration tests, functional tests, and performance testing. First, we will take a look at this package JSON where we install all of our dependencies. For example, Nick Mox, Jasmine Core, Karma, and Projector. After that, we will need to configure all of these testing files. For example, Karma configuration for Karma and Jasmine, mock Ionic in order to mock the platform's UI components for Ionic. And we also have Projector configuration to testing end-to-end. We also have the webpack configuration so that we can test the environment a bit. So speaking of unit tests, we will need to run npm test and define it on package.json. So once we run npm test, we call ng test and go into the config command. Now we will take a look at it's actually launched the browser, including the result of the test for us. Now we take a look at the unit test first. For the unit test, we were going to cover the HTTP service. In the HTTP service, because we are testing the application, not the server side, so that the application service that we have here is we actually mock the backend service. For example, I have a login features here. I mock this JSON response, which is a session token. I mock the status code, and I mock the status text of the server side. So when I send the URL, including all the header stuff, I will get expect using expect at the assert to check if the result is 200 or not, and if the token is to be exactly at the token that we expect or not. This is for unit tests, and for integration tests, I also have two files, which is authentication service spec. For example, the same as the HTTP. We also have this one, testing it, and also we will have the login spec, in which we will test how the authentication service spec integrate with the user with the login screen. And in order to test so, we will need to spy using show logging, high logging. We will spy on the login file, which is a show logging if it has been showing up, and high logging if it has been already showing up. Alright, so go back to the login spec. We will see that if we will check if the show error, high logging, and stuff like that should display to check to verify it. This is done for unit test and integration test. Thank you. Check. We will use Protractor as a testing tool to automate functional testing. So in order to do that, we will run the test, and it automatically launch into the browser and execute on the test case that we have defined. To do that, we need to get the element of the HTML by using element by ID if we want to get the ID, and using element by the CSS if we want to get the CSS, depending on what we define in the HTML file. So let's take a look at the test case we have here. And this is the login file. The application launching on browser. We can see that automatically fill in value and click the button, things like that, which is very convenient for us. Alright, so now we will take a look at the test result as well as the test case here. We're using send keys to input the value. We're using click for the button to click, and we also check if the browser changed the URL or not. In this case, this is the login to home. We can take a look at this. Alright, we have generally 7 specs, and we have 3 tests failed, and the valid message we show in here. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. To test the performance testing, which is 50 user asset dashboard endpoint concurrently with the time response time less than 1 second, we will use Jmeter to test So now let's take a look at the Jmeter that we have here. We create a 50 user, and then we create a HTTP request with the method is get pointing to the dashboard. And then we're setting up some of these asset token. When everything is done, we will start testing. Go into the view result in table to see the average time. Maybe some report see the average time is 75 milliseconds, which is less than 1 second. It means that we passed the test. Thank you.